Hi guys, my name is Stephanie and you're highly welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I actually made this pinafore blouse step by step, and it's actually easy to make and simple to make as well. So keep watching till the end. So this is the black crepe fabric I'll be making use of. It's actually less than 1 yard. It's the remnant from the one I actually used in making the palazzo trouser that you see earlier in the video. So now I've gone ahead to fold it into two, and I folded it into two again, making it four because I'll be cutting both the back and the front piece together. So I've gone ahead to fold it like that, and then I'm marking a straight line at the upper side, which will actually serve as my starting point. So after marking that, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be inserting the measurements now. So I'll be marking the neck width of 3 inches. I'll go ahead and mark the 3 inches, and I'll also be marking the neck depth of 3 inches. That's for the front. And after marking that, I will just go ahead and connect it all the way to the neck width, just the same way you see like this. So the next measurement I'll be taking is my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So I've gone ahead to mark the 7.5, and then I'll be adding half of an inch for sewing allowance, and then half of an inch because I wouldn't want it to sit exactly at the 15 inches. At least it should go down a bit. So all in all, I have about 8.5 inches right here. So now I'll be transferring the 8.5 inches all the way from the upper side to the downside. I'll be marking it just the same way you see like this in the video. So I'll continue marking the 8.5 inches all the way through to the downside, and then I'll use my ruler to connect the straight line from the upper side all the way to the downside. So for the shoulder line, I'm going down by 1 inch to actually slant my shoulder. I'll use my ruler to just slant it just the same way you see like this to the neck width. And then for the back neck depth, it's going to be different. I'll make use of 1.5 inches. So I'll also go ahead and connect it all the way to this other side just the same way you see in this video. So after that, the next measurement I'll be taking is the length that I actually want the pinafore top to be. So I actually want the length to be at 26 inches, alright, but I'm adding extra 1 inch for sewing at the downside, and then half of an inch for the shoulder line, making it to be 1 inch. I'm sorry it was not showing here. I actually did not notice that the full length of the top was not showing here, but that's actually what I actually inserted, alright, 26, and I added 1 inch, half of an inch for the shoulder, half of an inch for the downside. So here I actually realized that, and I was still taking it so that you guys will see. So the length that I actually wanted 26, and then I added 1 inch, making it to be 27 inches. So basically that's what I marked. And then the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and connect and cut everything out just the same way you see like this. I'll first of all start with the back first. I'll cut the back neckline first together with the front before I'll remove it later on and cut the front neck depth. So I'll just follow from the shoulder and then all the way to the sides and the downside. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be removing the back piece from the front, and then I'm going ahead to cut the neck depth just the same way you see like this. I'll just go ahead and cut the neck depth. So now I'm done cutting each of the pieces, alright. So this is the I'm just marking the wrong side so that I will not get confused when I'm sewing. This is the front and this is the back, alright. So now the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to use it and cut the lining for it. I'm going to be cutting the lining for both the back and the front. So I've gone ahead to cut the both linings, and this is what it looks like, alright. So now I've cut the back and then I've cut the front as well. And then the next thing I'm going to do is that this back piece is not going to have any zipper, alright, and then the neckline is not wide enough for it to enter through my head. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be marking 4 inches downward, and then I'll go ahead and create an opening from that mid back. I'll be marking down by 4 inches, and then I'll go ahead and cut it with my scissors just the same way you see in this video. I'll just cut it. So by the time I actually cut it, I'll do the same thing on the lining piece, and then I'll be later on using I'll actually have to actually hook it so that I can actually remove it and then freely put it and then still remove it anytime I actually want. So now I'll be repeating the same process on this lining just the same way I said. I'll mark 4 inches from that mid back and then just cut it through. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be placing the right side of the pieces facing each other, both the back and the front, just the same way you see like this. I'll just place them the right sides facing each other, and then I'll go ahead and sew half of an inch at the shoulder line. I'll do the same thing to this other side as well. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done sewing at the shoulder line, and then I repeated the same thing with the lining pieces as well. I did the same thing with the lining pieces. So now I'm going to be placing the right sides facing each other, the right side of the crepe, and then the lining facing each other, just the same way you see like this, the back with the back and then the front with the front. So I'll just go ahead and sew on the round the neckline. I'll actually sew around the neckline, and then I'll also close up that 4 inches for the back opening. So I went ahead to also sew about 4 ropes because I need 2 from both sides. So these are the ropes that I have here. The length here is about 23.5 inches. I have about 23.5 inches right here. So the width is 2 inches. It was 2.5 inches, but I used the other half for sewing at the inner side. So I went there to neatly iron it, and then from the upper side of the top, I'm going to be marking all the way to 14 inches. I marked all the way to 14 inches. That's where the rope is actually going to, I'm going to be placing the rope from. I will do the same thing to the other side as well. And the mark I'm making, I'm going to be repeating the same process with this other side as well, just the same way you see like this in this video. So now the next thing is that I'm going to be placing each and every one of these this rope. Starting from here, I actually mark. I'll place it and then pin it down with my pin. I'll do the same thing to the other side and then the down side as well. So it's going to be from the right side, just the same way you see like this. So guys, I'm actually done fixing all the ropes, the 4 ropes on all the sides. So now I'm going ahead to bring the back, the lining, and place it on each other just the same way I said, and I'll be sewing the neckline, then closing the 4 inch at the back. So this is what I have. I went ahead to sew it and then neatly iron it as well, just the same way you see like this. So this is what it looks like. I even used hemming gum to actually hem it so that the lining will not be moving from the neckline. So now I'm going to be turning the sides and then the downside. So I'll be placing it, I actually turn it just the same way you see like this, and then I'll go ahead and sew it. I'll also be turning the lining main piece at the lining. So this is what I have. After I was done doing that, I actually went there to sew it all the way by the side and then the downside. So this is what I have after I was done doing that. So you guys, I actually left a space here to be able to turn this inside out when I'm done sewing, and I did. So now I'll just take it to my sewing machine and just top stitch it, neatly top stitch it from there. And I'll be using this hook and eye to fix at the back, just the same way I said. I'll be fixing the hook and eye so that I can easily put it on. So now it's just to use my iron and then neatly iron everything, and then everything will be ready. So this is the end result of the tutorial. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still here, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share the video as well. This is how the pinafore top actually looked like on me. Thank you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.